Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the West East podcast. My name is Amanda, and as always, I am joined by the one and only Dr. Art. Hi, Dr. Art.
Hi, Amy.
Hi. So if our outfits look familiar, it is because to capitalize on the time difference and get the most out of this, we are trying to record a couple at a time. So yes, we didn't wear this for a week and come back in this. We took a quick break and we're back to have. I'm already like rubbing my hands. I'm so excited because today we're talking about India. Okay. So before I do that, how are you, Dr.
I'm
Art?
good.
How is Mumbai today?
Mumbai is cool today because AC is on.
Cool. There it is. Perfect. Ever since I saw MBBS, the second one, anytime you like I think of Mumbai, I always just want to say good morning, Mumbai. Um, I think I said it like a million times when I was there too.
I think
Luckily,
every
not
morning
to
you used
anyone,
to
because
start like that only.
yes, 100%, 100%.
And then mom will
But
join
I
you.
made sure. Yes. Good morning, Mumbai. We'll get into entertainment in this episode, because I'm a big fan of like Bollywood and even like regional like state entertainment, like Gujarati movies and such. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do when we're in Mumbai. So folks, today we're talking about India. I love India. Every time, like I love Gujarat, the culture, the food, the people, the temples. I can't get enough. Whenever we visit, I never want to come back. And I love Canada too. Don't get me wrong. I do love the country that I was born in. But man, there's just something about India that every time I visit, I feel so enriched, I guess, and just I just feel very happy when I'm there. It's probably also because you are there, Guru. Honestly, you and mom and dad, and I really enjoy spending time together. But today, what I want to do is we're gonna like kind of just gab and talk about the trip, and I'm gonna try to insert some tips for like foreigners, Westerners who want to visit India, because I really think that it's a beautiful country and it's huge. There's like I've only seen like a tiny part of it, like one state and a little bit of Maharashtra, but I really think it's worth visiting. And if you go on YouTube and try to look up like videos of people visiting India, you get all like kinds of like weird videos, and some of them, I don't know. I haven't been to those parts of India that people were talking about, but um, I feel like this trip, I lived more like a local than a tourist. So um, I'm gonna like talk about how much fun Rajkot City was, and put some good vibes out there for
India
people who
through
want to
Amy's
travel.
lens.
Sorry?
India through Amy's lens.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm also gonna try not to speak really quickly because I do that
You are
already.
excited. I
But
understand. Me, I am the same.
yes, yes, we talk, we get hyper, and then we talk fast. And folks, you're gonna understand from this episode why every time Guru and I talk on like we have a video chat and we say, oh, just 5 minutes, 45 minutes later, we're still talking. uh, so I'll start with this. Traveling. There's like a lot of good websites and there's a lot of like good flights, I guess, to India, like different. I've only ever flown with the same airline because I like the trip and there's only one layover. Um, but the tips that I will give people for when you're traveling, like on a very long plane ride, bring a toothbrush, bring a change of clothes, bring snacks, print all of your documents. Like you would think, oh, I have them on my phone. No, no, no. Print them out, because you never know, God forbid something happens to your phone, or they might just ask you to see a paper copy of
Yeah.
whatever, whatever it is, your e-visa, your passport, like anything that you are preparing as documentation to bring with you when you're traveling, print that out and bring a pen. The first time that I went to India, I had to fill out like a little card with some details about my trip when I got to customs, and I didn't have a pen. And there was like a group of us, and it was like 3 in the morning, I think, and we were all sharing the same pen to like fill out our details. Because I guess a bunch of us just kind of forgot to bring a pen. So it's a good, these are like, this is like my first tip, that I could give. But when we fly, we always come to Mumbai. It has a wonderful airport, and it's where you're staying. So it's nice to land and see you, and we get to hang out in the city a bit. And this time we didn't. We how long did we stay before we went to Gujarat? Because the first time I think we were like 3, 4 days, but this time it was only like one, I think.
Mm, yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah. Um, yeah, we stayed one, and then uh, so there's like lots of different ways to travel. Like we always like we do Mumbai and then we go to Gujarat. We took the train the first time, but this time
This
we took
time
a sleeper bus.
we couldn't get the train ticket because it was full. Yeah.
Yeah, I I decided that this year we would travel in one of the busiest vacation seasons in India, because it was not a busy vacation season in Canada, and I didn't think about like, oh, maybe not everybody travels at the same time all the time. So yeah, everything was busy, and we ended up taking a sleeper bus.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. It was really cool. We don't have those here, so
I was
uh,
dead
we
scared
took
that day. I was very scared.
yes. So it was finding the route. One thing I'll say is like people were very helpful when we were waiting for the bus and we were trying to find like
Yeah.
you could
And
we could search a
it
lot
started
online.
raining, if you remember.
Yes. Oh yes. Not just like raining, it was like a downpour.
Pouring. Yeah.
Um yeah, like it was fun. It was fun because we were on vacation, but also you because you're the older sister, I know that you were I was very
I was like,
grateful
I
because you
don't
just
want
took
Amy to
charge
feel
and
this way.
but I was like a little child. It was exactly like when we took the
Yeah.
train the first
Yeah.
time. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is cool. Let's take photos. Oh, I'm gonna look out the window." And um, it it took longer. It wasn't as bumpy a ride. I thought like, oh, maybe because we're on a bus, it'll be bumpier. But it was actually like it was a pretty pleasant trip. We stopped for dinner. It was good. I kind of wish there were more bathroom breaks, but I'm not in control of that. He had to get from point A to point B, so we got there in one piece. We got there safely, and it was cool. So if you want like a different experience, a sleeper coach is something to look up. Um, uh, but yeah, so then we arrived in Rajkot City, and like I said, the first time around, I kind of like was like a tourist, right? The first time we visited India, you and mom and dad wanted to show me
Yeah.
South Gujarat, so we stayed in a lot of hotels and we visited a lot of different cities, and I loved it. It was amazing. But this time, it was mine and Shivam's request that we just
Stay
let's
home.
just hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let's
had to
stay
hold on
home
to
and
dad. No
let's
booking. No booking.
yeah. Well, uh dad gets very excited and
He
he
loves us, so it's
oh
like, I want to you to experience this also, that also. Like
yes.
he is he wants to explore everything, so he wants us to see that also.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
part of
And I
expressing his
and
love, though he's not very
and I
expressive, but
oh
yeah.
yeah. That's how he does it. Yeah, and I was very grateful that he like um I mean he still showed us like we still got to taste umbario for the
That's
first
what
time,
I
which
remember,
is
that
like
they went literally
the
like in a half an hour drive to get that dish for us.
yeah, yes, yes. And they put themselves on a wait list for it. Like it's so popular and it's you really only get it from like a specific place in Rajkot City, like where we are. So they will run out. So you have to like go and it, it's like being on a wait list, like when you, I don't know, like when an item comes out that's in like limited supply. It was so delicious too.
Yeah.
Um, I remember when I ate it, I thought, oh wow, it's vegetarian, right? Most food in
Everything is
Gujarat,
vegetarian.
vegetarian
Yeah.
is the norm. Yeah, but I said even people who aren't vegetarian would have this dish and not even need to add meat. Like it was just smoky and oh, it was delicious. It was so good. And then knowing how it was made was awesome. Because it's like a very specific like cooking process and so yeah, so dad still got to show us some unique
Some
things,
part
but
of it.
uh yeah, but because we stayed at home, I really felt like I was living like a local. We were, going to market. We went to like the store a couple times, and one time me and mom went out to just to run some errands, and we had to get oil.
I
And I
remember
remember
that.
you and mom were, you guys were like giggling at me because I was carrying this big thing of oil, and I'm a very stubborn person, so I insisted on carrying it, but I didn't want to like fall. The roads are really busy and you just want to be very careful. So I put it on top of my head. And I started walking like just being very silly. So we just had fun. Like we just, we explored the city and just, like lived like every day, but I felt like we all lived in the same city and we were just hanging out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it was like, oh,
Yeah.
we're going to mom and dad's.
And the
And
walk to
that was
Dundas
really
Square also
special.
was very remembered. Like if you
Yes.
remember, the dog
Yes.
was following us.
Yes. Yeah, so ever since mom and dad started staying in Rajkot city, because they were living in a different city or a different town in Gujarat before, they would always go to their version of Dundas Square. I think now it's called Sankofa Square, but locally people still call it Dundas Square. I'm not gonna lie, in Toronto. So mom and dad would say this is our Dundas Square, and the whole time leading up to the trip, I kept saying we're gonna go to Dundas Square. We're gonna go to Dundas Square. So we went. I took my SRK photo with my arms out, um, and I was very like happy to see Dundas Square. And then walking home, it is true, folks, that there are like you'll see all kinds of animals just kind of roaming. It's not like they don't overtake a city, but there's more of like people and animals like living in harmony in India. Like there will be like some cows that are roaming. People, you'll see like the street vendors like feeding them. There's a lot of street dogs. There's street cats. I think we saw some hogs in Dwarka last time. Or no, it wasn't Dwarka. It was Junagadh.
Junagadh.
That we saw some just like wild hogs running. But uh, as we were walking home that day from Dundas Square, a dog started following us, and like it wasn't threatening. It really felt like he wanted to make sure we got home safe. He was like, "Yeah, yeah, come this way, come this way." So everywhere we went, and I thought many times on the walk home, I was like, "Oh man, what if he tries to like come in our house? Like that's mom, mom and dad don't have a dog. Like they're not,
Dad was
right? We
like,
don't."
don't engage, don't engage.
Yeah, yeah. So he ended up like leaving just as we got close to
Home.
the street. Then the dog left.
It really
And
felt
then like
like
my
that that dog was there to, bring us home safe. That's
yeah,
it.
to to guide us. I totally agree. And then like my mind, like my superstitious mind went crazy with all of these like, oh, maybe it was like a guardian angel, like someone from the past coming. Like just those are just the silly things like where my mind goes. Like because I have a very like romantic imagination. But that was really cool. Uh, we also went to the movies a lot on this trip.
We made you see
Now we can get
Gujarati
in.
movies. Actually, we didn't make you see,
Yes,
but you only chose.
I insisted. So
Because I showed you
we,
trailer and you were like, I want to see this movie.
yes. So I can proudly say that we saw Lalo in theaters in Gujarat during its initial run.
Yeah.
And then we discovered that this movie had become so big like across India, right? It was being shown across the world. I think even in Toronto they had a couple of showings. I didn't make it out, but I remember seeing online some like musings of it. And now is it on Shimaru now?
It's on
Uh,
actually. I think I have to find out where it is.
uh, but it's on like a streaming platform
Yeah, yeah.
now.
And it is
So
available
Lalo
in Hindi
folks.
also with the subtitle, English subtitle.
Oh, very nice. Okay, okay, awesome. So at the time it was only in Gujarati,
Yeah,
right? When it
yeah. But
when
it
it came
became
out.
so big
I
that
don't think
they had released in Hindi also.
they did a Hindi dub.
Yeah.
So you showed me this trailer. And just for context, folks, the first time we went to India, we saw some movies, and I don't know why I got it in my head that there would be English subtitles. Like how like pretentious and privileged of me. But I really was like, oh, maybe they'll have them. Like Indians speak a lot of languages. Like I'm sure it'll happen, and it didn't happen. And I was a little bit I was let down, but I let myself down. It's nobody's fault but mine.
It
So this time, yeah,
it's
sorry.
available on
Uh,
Sony Live.
Sony Live. Okay, okay, which is available in Canada, folks. I think it's like $50 for the year. You can get Sony Live. You can watch CID. I'm just saying that also has English subtitles. Check it out. And if you're Canadian and you're like, what is CID? Just imagine like Law and Order, but less like graphic, and like meets CSI because of like the stories and like
The
the
drama and
showmanship
everything.
of
Yeah.
it. Yes. And then like meets, I don't know, like uh, Nathan Fill. I haven't seen Castle, but like the acting reminds me a little bit of like Nathan Fillion. So I guess like The Rookie, but it's not a cop show. It is a cop show. Sorry, it is a cop, very much a cop show. It's not like The Rookie though. But if you marry those three shows together and then consider that watching it means you're watching like a show that's been running for how many years,
I think
Guru, has this
21
show
to
been running?
22 years, and then new seasons came this
Yes.
time again.
This. So you'll have a lot to watch. There's English subtitles, and you won't be disappointed. It I watched it without subtitles and I liked it. And then you'll be able to go to your Indian friends and say CID, and they'll laugh. That's an inside joke. Um, but yeah, sorry, I see we got off track. We're gabbing. But what I wanted to say about going to the movies in India, and this is like a note. So if you're traveling, I've covered a lot of things and I forgot to give advice. I'm sorry. I'll go back a couple of steps. If you're traveling in hotels, you should know that the word hotel is also used just for restaurant. So you want to make sure that like you know what hotel entails. When you're booking rooms, I would say like when you go to India, bring toilet paper. It's not that they don't have toilet paper there, but you're not gonna find it everywhere you go. Probably at hotels if you go like I think like what like 4 star and
It's
above.
nowadays
But
it's in
yeah,
cities it is easily available. Even towns it is
yeah,
available, but village and all you will not find it.
yes, this. So the reason why I'm saying to bring it is like if you're going on like a road trip and you're like stopping at a restroom, they might not
Yeah,
have it.
they won't
And
have.
if you're
Yeah,
buying
mostly
Yeah,
not.
so you can buy it when you're there, but because it's like used all the time here, like everywhere all the time, we you can buy it in bulk here. So it's just like this is like the Italian coming out of me and being like, listen, that was one thing I wanted to say. Another thing is um go to the movies in India. Like when you go, who cares if there's subtitles or not? You're gonna get a piece of the culture. You're gonna get to see some faces of like popular actors there. Indian cinema is awesome. Here, everybody thinks of like the 90s Bollywood films where there's like singing and dancing, and sure, there's songs in like modern Indian films, but it's not the same. I enjoy those films for the record. But if you just want to see like a like just straight movie, like not a lot of singing and dancing, Bollywood's transformed now. There's like very few songs in movies. But what there is a lot of is like some really good humor, great acting, great production value. Um, and I was very impressed to see that even in like state cinema. Uh, I think in general cinema's come a long way. And all of us watch a lot of movies. Like even on the first trip and the second trip, we watch a lot of movies at home too. But like Lalo and what was the movie we saw? Chania Toll? Is that what it was called? With
Chaniya
the
Chor.
lady?
I think Chaniya Tori. Sorry,
Yeah, with
even
the
I forgot the name.
Chania
Chaniya Tori.
Chania Todi. Yeah, it's
That was
the
awesome
ladies
movie.
robbing the bank.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that movie was so funny. Um, we didn't have subtitles. I can speak a little bit of Gujarati thanks to Village Rasoy, because they talk about their culinary and they list like dongri, lasan, lila mercha. So I know a lot of food terms, but I mean I was still able to really enjoy the movie, and I haven't watched them with English subtitles. I think I will still watch them now with English subtitles and be like, oh, I did know what was going on. So I recommend going to the movies. I also recommend watching Indian YouTube shows. Like we watched Farah Khan. We watched some Sunil Grover skits. We watched Village Rasoy, and it was really cool. You can do that from home, obviously, but it was really cool to like be in Rajkot watching like Indian shows on YouTube with the family. And Sunil Grover is one of the funniest people that I honestly, like I'm being hyperbolic, but I'm actually being serious. That man is hilarious. And his impressions are just spot on, spot on. Um, I didn't really have a point. I just wanted to to glaze them. Uh, what else did we do? Let me go to my notes because
Then, if you remember, in the
now I'm gonna have to
evening when
reminisce.
we used to sit outside, there were parrots and bats and flying. If you
Yes.
remember,
Yes, that's also something. So I did talk about animals a bit and like how they live in harmony, but there's also you'll see different types of like birds, and so there's a lot of parrots. There's still pigeons. I feel like pigeons are everywhere. But the parrots are really funny because they were pests. Like they would come and like scare the pigeons away, and then they would fight with each other. So that just made me laugh. Um, and then at night there were bats. Like the bats don't come close to you, so it's okay. But you'll see like
them
bats
flying.
flying through the sky. Yeah, it's so cool. I'm sure there are bats in Ontario, but I don't you don't see them like nightly. Um, the other cool thing about Rajkot specifically is it's like a city that comes alive at night. Like everybody's out at night. You can go. There's like tons of good food. Don't believe what you see on social media, folks. Like whoever, like when people criticize like those like Indian stall, like the snack vendors and stuff, um, they're just like going out and looking for things to complain about. There's like amazing food in India, uh, all types of cuisine, but you can have like so that we went to our uh gatia
We went to
vendor that we
Mayur
like.
Bhajia also.
Yes, yes, bhajia. We had good pav bhaji at like a smaller restaurant. And then I didn't even talk about Dwarka. We went back to Dwarka on this trip
I
too,
think we need
and we
two
went to Bait
episodes.
Dwarka. We need a second episode just to talk about the island of Dwarka. First of all, like hats off, the bridge is beautiful, and now there is a way to easily go to the island, like Dwarka's island, to see those other temples that are there. If anybody wants to know, the Ram Setu is real. We even went to that Hanuman temple, and I saw the stone floating in the water. Okay, I believed it already before I saw it, but if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just Google Ram Setu, watch the Akshay Kumar movie, but also the connection to the Ramayana. It's real, and it's like natural. So that was really cool. Um, but the reason I'm bringing up Dwarka is actually also about food because on the way home, there's a lot of different like gourds in India that we don't have here, and one of them is called bitter gourd. And Dad really wanted me to try bitter gourd, so we stopped at do you remember the name
I
of the
think
cafe?
it was even Upleta. No, not Upleta. It was
No, it
Khambadia.
was like
Yeah, I remember that
is that what it
place.
was called?
Uh,
Or was it Millen? Hotel Millen,
Milan.
right? Was what it was
Correct.
called.
Hotel Milan. Yeah,
Millen.
yeah.
So it was like a local
I was
spot.
thinking which restaurant
It
you are talking about. Then I was remember
Oh,
from
yeah.
coming from Dwarka. That yes, that's why I got confused.
It was no, that's okay. That's okay. I remember
It's
now because I
Milan.
kept saying
Yeah,
Hotel Mill Ake number after we visited. But it was like a very much a local spot, and Dad was like, "Okay, this is where we're gonna go to try bitter gourd." Um, and man, that restaurant was so good.
it was
But
jam packed
this
if you
leads me to
remember.
my Yes. Oh my God, it was so busy. There was a line out the door. But this leads me to like my final, I guess, note about visiting India. And I can give more tips maybe in the description or maybe I'll leave a comment or something, but you can pretty much Google the rest and find tips. And if you know somebody who is local, like I would say ask them to show you some places and visit with them because you get a totally different experience. I never would have known about Hotel Milan. But what I was gonna say for foreigners is also be prepared that people will stare at you in India. They're not being rude. They're just not like people were not used to like tourists coming to Rajkot city. And I am a very pale looking person. So they're like, who is this? Who is this? Like I don't look Indian. But the reason why I'm bringing up Hotel Milan is I remember specifically
There
we
was a
were there,
family
and
staring at.
yes, you asked me if I was feeling uncomfortable because there was a family staring at me, and I laughed because I said no, they're probably just like, how did she find this restaurant? And like she's enjoying the food like we are. Like
And you were eating
if you
from
can,
hand, so they are not used to
yes.
seeing like without spoon and
It was
fork.
yes, seeing like a foreigner eat without cutlery. So that's my final tip: eat Indian food with your hands. It's a totally different experience. Every restaurant has a hand washing station. It's completely normal. Everyone goes, they wash their hands before they eat, they sit down, they enjoy with their hands. Like you really get like the full experience, and then you can go and wash your hands afterwards. But yeah, I think that family was like low key impressed. They were like, okay, she can stay.
She's one of us.
She,
She's one of us.
yeah, yeah. And uh, like Indian food obviously has lots of different spices in it, but if you can handle it, it's beautiful. It's so yummy, and like eat it with your hands. It just makes all the difference. Um, so yeah, I think what else? We did some
You
touristy
saw
things. I'll
camel
just wrap
also,
up with
if you
this.
remember.
Yes. Oh, yes. When we went to Dwarka, I saw camels. Camels are my like favorite animal ever. And the man who owned the camels let us pet them. And then we gave him some money to give like the camels a really good meal. So that was beautiful. Um, but we also did some touristy things. I was gonna say in Mumbai, like if you want to do like touristy things, Rajkot I guess has like certain things, but Mumbai is like a big hub. So you can go to like the Nida Ambani Cultural Center. You can visit the Gate of India. They have a subway now, which is super like clean. It's cleaner than Toronto's subway. I'm just saying, and very nice. So we even took the subway to some places. You can go and like sit by the sea. We didn't go to the main viewing area. What was the
Yeah. Marine
what
lines, we
area
didn't go
did we
to
go?
marine lines, but we went to the newer developing coastal road area, like seaside scene.
Yes. Coastal Road. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And it was very nice. They had like some nice benches. You could sit by the sea and like, you know, breathe in the air, watch the waves. Oh, we were just talking about like sitting in silence. That's the place to do it. There will be a lot of people around, so you'll have like the buzz of outside noise, but just sitting and taking in the atmosphere. Beautiful. And then I encourage everybody to try something called a custard apple. Because we don't have that in North America, but I still think about it every day. I think I had one almost every day when we were there because it was so delicious. Um, so I'll end with one question. When are we doing this again, Gugu?
You
When
are
do you want
always
to, when
welcome
do you
here.
want
You
to
come, you want to come next week, I am here. Don't worry.
deal? I'll talk to my work. My boss sees this episode. She'll be hearing from me. No, I'm teasing.
No, but
But thank
I
you.
feel that first visit was, even you were not we didn't meet each other, so we are not that comfortable. You were comfortable, but like there is still, there was still a little bit resistance. But this time you were like you were comfortable and you were enjoying, and you were okay with being here. I felt that way.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I was definitely more comfortable, and you're right. It's cool that like because of video chatting we can talk every day, but it is different when you're hanging out in
Yeah.
person, and that
Staying
will always
together.
be.
Yeah.
Yes, and that'll always be my favorite part of India. Like I love India, the country, but my favorite part of India is that you and mom and dad are there. So that every time we go, like one of the best things was like when we did Rangoli together,
Oh,
or
it
even
I
just
I
we're
had
watching
fun.
TV. Oh, that was so much fun. Or even just like we're watching TV or we're having chai and you look around and we're all in the same room. You know what I mean? And like uh we're all just comfortable and just hanging out. Like that there's that quality time is so precious. So I can't give that as advice to foreigners unless you have family in India, then go visit them. What are you doing? Um, but I think it's a place that's worth seeing. And I didn't talk about Dwarka, but please go look it up because Dwarka is a very like popular place that people visit in
It's
Gujarat, and there's
spiritual
lots to
also.
see. Yeah, it's there's lots of like good history there, and yeah, I think that'll about do it. That's my love letter to India is written. So, uh, what's the final word, Dr. Art? Do I get the final word, or do you get the
I
final
think
word? You
I
can have
think
it.
you should have final word. This is your episode because
Okay.
you are soaked in India.
I'm soaked in India. um, my final word is that the West East podcast aims to bring cultures together, and this conversation shows that we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk. Um, and I think that that's the best place to leave it. So we will see you guys next week for another episode. But until then. Say bye, Doctor.
Bye.
Three
Say
for my
bye,
city,
everybody.
four for my city. No, I'm the one who'd go to war for my city. Five for my city, six is my city. Holla at me if y'all vibe with my city. Come try on my city, don't you lie in my city. Symbol of truth, I'll fight for my city.
The West East podcast is part of the We campaign, also known as Anti-East Indian Hate Campaign by Viragya Entertainment. You can weigh in on the conversation in the meantime in our comments section or on our social media. You can also visit www.imshavam.net/w.e. Remember, Vasudev Kutumbakam. We are all one family. Until next time.